Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco, and boy, are my arms tired. No, that's not right. What I mean to say is today is bad. It's very bad. It's very dark bad. So I was looking for something that I could play that A, wouldn't require me to manipulate a mouse because I've had to do that all week from home, and my hand is not being super happy with me, and I can't blame it for that. So I wanted to play something that could use a controller and not be extremely difficult. But I also wanted something that simply wouldn't be extremely difficult to set up or to play. And so somehow I settled on the notoriously difficult Darkest Dungeon. Now I always sort of found that the I don't know, the reports of Darkest Dungeon's difficulty were somewhat exaggerated. It's definitely like a risk management simulator in that you have to just choose the thing that's least likely to make you dead. But if you're sufficiently prepared and not extremely unlucky, usually people don't die. Sometimes that happens for sure. But I don't know. I've never actually found this game that stressful. I guess that's the real thing. It's not so much about the difficulty. I just don't want something that's gonna for example, sometimes when I've streamed Magic in the past, something unbelievably unlikely would happen, and it would be very frustrating, and I just don't want to deal with that. And that could happen here, but I think the odds are relatively low, especially starting a new campaign, which is what I think that we will do today. Mostly because we have these two. These are both Hamlets or campaigns that I started on stream, but I don't exactly remember where I left either of them off. So I'm gonna start a new one. I don't know what to call it though. So I feel like we could either give it an extremely ironic nickname, something very happy, which the original, the 100 Acre Estate was. Or we could call it something very death metal, something very appropriate for how very unhappy I am with the state of existence. I think some of you share at least some percentage of that frustration because it's a very trying time to be alive, and there's so many different ways to be challenged. There's as many ways for this day and age to be frustrating and stressful and disappointing as there are human beings, because just anytime I talk to anyone, they have a different story about why everything is so difficult. And yeah, man, it's tough. It's a tough time. Good, we got a. I don't remember if I was already recording. My phone got a push alert from the city of LA telling me that the Safer at Home ordinance caused by the COVID-19 outbreak of 2020, the year that it is now, has not changed. They sent out something to tell us everything is the same as it was before you got this message, which seems like a waste of the message, but then they followed it up with a text message. So they really just wanted to make sure that you know that nothing has changed, which somehow feels appropriate. Nothing has changed, has it? So Radiant's easy, right? I think that's what I did the first one on, because I was told the game was very difficult. Stygian sounds like I don't want that. Let's go for a darkest one. I'm gonna call this. No, that's right. The shortcut on this is L2. Good, just like with Pokemon. Actually, what is the right corner for this game? It has been so long, I have no earthly idea. Let's unlock these things and hang out somewhere? I feel like there's something in this corner that I would be blocking. I would call this the Rainbow Narwhal Estate, for the reason that is very colorful and positive. and also narwhals, which are great. So yeah, I don't know if, I mean, I don't think I ended up posting any of my Darkest Dungeon before because I never ended up finishing a campaign, and part of my question to you, the viewers, like, should we go to all the trouble of finishing a campaign? I've never done it. It seems like it takes a really long time. But, like, as a brief summary, the idea behind Darkest Dungeon is that, like, well, actually, we get, like, a little intro cinematic, I think, when we start a new game. So maybe I'll pick up after that and fill in any potential gaps. I'm dizzy.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside.
This narrator, though.
Leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
I think there's another cutscene when you load up the game that I guess is a little bit more background information, and I didn't watch that through because I was doing some other setup stuff. But I think the basic premise is just like, so there was this guy, the narrator. He is like, I think he's like the last heir to this like wealthy family, and he like lived this like crazy debaucherous life and like just kept doing more and more crazy stuff until he basically sort of tempted dark forces to sort of overrun the land, and now he is seeking redemption with our help, the player, to sort of drive back the darkness and save the countryside from evil. So let's go ahead and dive right into the tutorial. So here we are with two characters. You always get the same two starting characters no matter what. Here's a tutorial map navigation. You are currently in a room, which is interesting because we are outside. Demolition, welcome to the stream. This is obviously going super well. Audio is not working, as always. Having a good time. To move towards another room, use right stick. A thing I always forgot, I remember, because it feels a little wonky. And that basically selects the next room to head to, and then you just head to that. So, there's nothing here. You can check, no one? Yeah. So we have our Crusader. It's like a knight sort of guy, Reynald. And Dismas, the highwayman, who's a shooty gunsman. Nothing really to do here other than to select our room.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Hallway movement. Well, in a hallway, use left stick to move forward or backward. I think if you move backwards, you, like, always get stressed. Stress is a major mechanic in this game. Like many RPGs, you have, like, hit points, and you have, like, skills and attacks that will do things to bad bands, like the robbers that he sort of insinuated. Maybe we'll even encounter some. Hey, look at this guy.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Caught him by surprise. The game wants us to kill the enemy. Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, select a skill icon, then select a target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot, or there are no valid targets. What it means by that is, so for example, if we look at the commands available to us, we have two things that are sort of highlighted. This attack called Open Vein, and Grape Shot Blast. And as we're now in the game, I'm seeing I should probably find myself in a different corner. So we'll see how this treats us. I guess it's been a while since I played this. So it has 2 attacks highlighted. There's basically like 4 slots for your party, and when you start off on like any mission, you sort of assign characters to different spots, and that sort of, in some ways, that determines what you can do. So if you look here, pistol shot, for example, has yellow dots in 3 of the 4 spaces on the left there. You see how a box popped up under the attack? So that means that, like, in any one of the positions of my 4 possible, other than the first one, which is grayed out, I can use pistol shot. Since he's in the 2nd spot in my party right now, I can pistol shot this guy. In fact, I shall do so. I've also got my Crusader, pretty much do all his stuff. Smite has experience on Holy, stunning blow. Ooh, does stun. Also, I think this will probably kill him. He's pretty weak. Nope, I missed. There's a lot of mischance in this game. There is like a reasonable amount of variance in this game. Darn. The bleed effect and everything. There we go.
Continue the onslaught.
Loot!
Destroy.
Each item, if you take it, will occupy space in your inventory. That's this big, huge thing on the lower right here. Hold L2 and use left stick to show details about items. Press circle to close window. So gold. I would like money. It's classic loot. And I get off my inventory screen, and we shall walk. Now that guy caused a bleed effect on me, so I'm going to keep bleeding until I get better. Interactive objects, also known as curios. While exploring, you'll often find interactive objects. Press cross button to investigate them with the active hero. Alright, the active hero. Wait, let's collect ourselves. So yeah, there are certain people who have better chances of like finding loot or disarming traps and the like. So it does actually matter which character you highlight. I don't think it's going to matter here. I'm just going to rummage through this. Investigate it. Some left valuables in a tent. More
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Okay, so you'll notice that it just got spooky dark in this dungeon. Light is a major element of the game. Torches are a common resource that you use to keep up the light. There are different attributes to both light and dark. I think you have a better chance of finding items in the dark to sort of incentivize you to play a little bit more risky. I don't think there's actually like a strong flavor reason for that. But in the light, you are less likely to be ambushed, more likely to ambush enemies, and it's generally just safer that way. I think currently we have no torches,
An
right?
ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer
We are
welcome.
still in the tutorial after all. So fragment shot. I think I'm just gonna invade the big guy. There we go, got some bleed on him. And then I will stun the front guy too. Got a critical hit.
Singular strike.
Oh no, a small quantity of damage.
The will to fight falters.
Luckily we dodged. Alright, so the enemies also have 4 spots in which they can fill their party. Here, this big guy actually takes up 2 spaces. So this attack that I want to use can normally hit any of the front 2 characters, but this guy is both of them, so I can only target him if I want to keep using open vein. Which I will, because it will. I can stack the bleed damage and take him out more quickly. He's a scary dude. I'd say they're not doing a lot of damage, primarily because tutorial. Don't really have anything that's good at doing anything other than killing the front guy, so I guess I could just kill him.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
The narrator in this game is very good. He has quite the vocabulary. So we're dealing with corpses here. When monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles that will eventually go away on their own. You can of course attack them to destroy them faster, but sometimes you want to keep the enemies at bay and use ranged attacks. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. Worth noting, I killed him while he had bleed damage, but the bleed effect isn't the thing that killed him, so he still has a corpse. I'm not sure why bleeding would stop a corpse from happening. I think it's time to use pistol shot. He's half dead. Taken more damage than I'm supposed to during the tutorial.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Demolition says he likes the music better than Infinite Piano, which is what we were greeted with in Phantom Rose that we played last Friday. I mean, it was good piano music. There's an awful lot of it, though. So once again, we find ourselves with loot. Forget the terminology. I think these are like portraits, and these are deeds, and these are both important resources to like upgrading our facilities that we'll unlock at the end of the tutorial, and gradually over time in the small town that we call, well, like our hamlet and sort of a base of operations. Other than that, we have gems which are basically worth money, but are more complicated and stack less easily, and some more gold. So I'm just gonna take all those. Completing a quest. After you completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just press the touchpad. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. Now, we could do that, but there's a box here. So, might as well open it, right? Oh no. I resisted the poison. It turned out fine. Let's go ahead and press that touchpad button and get out of here. So we got 5,000 gold just for doing the quest, and we got some extra heirlooms. Alright, so we got some experience points, and we got some drawbacks. There's a lot of drawbacks in this game. Ooh, slow reflexes. That's rough. That's a pretty bad one. And bloodthirsty. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Dimas? Dismas sounds weird. That's good. I'm glad you got your second monitor running, Demolition. Does that improve the work from home situation? We did also get one upgrade here, Quick Draw. So you can tell, obviously, the red ones are bad attributes that are unlocked, and the yellow ones are good ones. There are things you can do in town to lock in good ones and get rid of bad ones. There's also various other ways of dealing with quirks over time. For now, we'll just leave that. The Hamlet.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
always miss that narrator when I'm not playing this game. It's so good. Get help where you may. On any screen in the game, press touchpad left to see contextual help. Try it in town and stuff. I don't remember ever doing that. It's kind of just like controls. That seems fun. Let's go to the Stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So, yeah, the Stagecoach is where newcomers arrive in town, and they can be recruited to help us fight the evils in the dungeon. I think there's more to this than that. Yeah, I think the first week you always get a Plague Doctor and Vestal. Vestal's like a cleric. Plague Doctor is almost like a witch or something. It's very, like, status-based with some, like, minor, like, healing stuff.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Upgrade the Stagecoach network. While you're here, spend some of your starting heirlooms on upgrading the Stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, hold L2 and use left stick and do stuff. Do I actually have heirlooms for this? Assume I do because it's telling me to do it.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
We could use this sounds very ominous. So let's see. What's the button? Square to check out my people. So Renault has 3 negative quirks already. Only pray for stress relief. Prone to stealing. -1 speed. That's pretty bad. Let's go check. I don't actually know if it's unlocked yet. I don't remember how that works. Embark! There isn't much more you can do right now. It's time to embark. I'll do that in a second. I just want to make sure. Guild Hall is not unlocked yet. Okay. Great. I guess we will embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So this is the screen on which we set our party. You'll see it at the bottom of the screen there. And you'll pull from the pool at the right side, which I'm covering a little bit, but they're mostly familiar characters. Listing the details. Yeah, hold R2 and do the thing. Okay. So R2. The usual suspects. Yeah, I think you always see the same first 4 characters, and then after that there's more variance to it, or it actually becomes random at that point. Yeah, at this point we really only have the ruins unlocked. What's the... Get a possible trinket reward of Protection Stone, which increases your protection and decreases your speed. That doesn't seem great, but I want it. Let's get it.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
It's definitely a Darkest Dungeon quote for everything. So provisions for the journey. This is where my game is always at its weakest, is like if you really get to know this game and like memorize the various locations and the opportunities of each one, there's really only like certain items that you need in each one of the locations, and I never remember which ones I need, and I often struggle to remember which supplies help with which curios/obstacles in the various dungeons. It's also just been a while since I've played, so I don't remember how much of some of these things I'm gonna need. Food you need a bunch of, because you need like 4 per time you need to eat. It's a short dungeon. I'm gonna get like 12. I'm gonna get 1 shovel, 1 key, and like 6 6 torches, I think? Might not be ideal. Actually, let me get another shovel, I think. Sometimes you need the shovels to break down barriers, and if you don't have them, it takes like a lot of health resource. It can be kind of difficult. I don't think that happens often in the ruins, but I don't know. I'm not feeling lucky today. Alright, so we got a pretty straightforward looking map here. We just got a branch up at the top of this hallway, which we'll definitely be starting it. Look at us shamble. Salvage the unburned torch. Get a torch.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Skeletons! And thus the battle begins. So skeletons resist bleed. This is a thing I remember. Surprisingly, the skeletons don't have blood. So that being the case, I think I just want to, like, shoot the bad guy. Yeah, Plague Doctor doesn't do much good against a group of 2, does it? Let's see, Judgment is ranged attack. It's anyone. Dazzling Light is the one that I want. It ups the brightness level, and also does stun. Smite is extra good against undead, so that's
executed with impunity.
Got rid of that corpse. There we go.
Continue the onslaught.
Hey, Duke Ellington, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today?
Them all.
I expect it goes without saying at this point that I hope everyone's doing better than I am. Unlock Strongbox. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use a key on that. The contents are yours. A bunch of shovels and some gold. I accept. Further on. Ah, see? This is why you bring a shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
The only person who's more of a downer than I am is Wayne June on a good day. Here we go. Oh no! Random bad guys. Oh, and they did us a shuffle. Is it gonna be bad? I feel like that's gonna be bad. I feel like I want to get rid of the Acolyte. I think he's a stress guy. I don't really want to deal with that. It's pretty good. Yeah, can do literally nothing in first base. Thank you, Plague Doctor. Okay, so I can... try to stun me. Okay. It was a graveyard slash. Alright, good, I dodged. Now, I didn't dodge that. I think I want to use Smite here on... I don't care too much. Front one, I think. Whoa!
Another one falls.
Alright, it's pretty dead. We are testing my patience. That's super cool. Red Demolition? This is some legit gothic horror. It's a very spooky game. Great, the vassal also can't, or the vestal can't do anything from the front either. That's very good.
Back
At least I'm able to obliterate these skeletons. Shoot it this time?
Their
Great.
formation
Okay.
is broken. Maintain
Take my
the
prizes,
offensive.
and then I will remember to move everyone. No. This. Go there. And then you. Go there. Great, I fixed it. Woohoo! It's probably less mic volume too quiet and game too loud. No. Is there a menu button? Options, audio. Yeah, I probably just want to like. I know how that is. It's been a while since I've had anything configured for this game. Alright, I'm here. Okay, so we did some scouting, so we see that there are curios right and up. But up also has a treasure chest, so I'm going that way. Let me, actually I'll do it after I open this. Pack contains loot, key, and gemerald. Right, what's the way... Some shortcut for using a torch. I don't remember what it is. Spooky bad guys. Ah, but we surprised them even though they were standing in this room to begin with. I'm going to bleed the front guy? Yeah, I think I'm going to bleed the front guy. I want plague grenade the back one. I can adjust it further, just let me know, dude. I didn't have anyone giving any feedback, so I wasn't sure. And I want to smite skeleton. Darn, I didn't one-shot him this time. Did no damage. Diminished. There's a lot of stress. Oh, come on. Resist the pull, please. Thank you. Well... Somehow you resisted the blight, and I feel like you're supposed to be, like, pretty vulnerable to that. Could you please, though? There we go. How did he get 2 chances to attack in the same room? He's stupid. I feel like he double went. At least that one missed. Alright, it is time for heal everyone. Ooh, high roll. I like it. For the old gods is a lot scarier. Got him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Stop stressing out my plague doctor, you weirdo! Wait a minute. How do I, some of these interface things are definitely easier on the computer, but I was specifically trying not to be using my mouse today. I know there's some way to do this. Highlight however much blight that they have. I just want to know what the blight quantity is. Whatever.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Passion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
There we go, I stunned it, so it won't hit me this turn. Extremely dead skeleton.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Great. A chest with your family sigil. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use a key on. Sweet. Got bandages and gems. I got a lot of gems. It's time to use another torch. I'm gonna head this way. Walking, walking, walking.
Cruel
I got trapped.
machinations spring to life.
Dude, my plague doctor's in a bad
with a
way.
singular purpose.
He's taken an inordinate amount of stress damage for the first dungeon. Another scout. Battle with Curio. Obstacle. So I'm supposed to explore 90% of rooms. So the easiest way to do that is head over this way. So I should probably head right first. And then if I feel like I want to, I can come back and explore other stuff. Torch, the light is fading. Current torch level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but the better the rewards. Select a torch in the inventory and use triangle. This pack contains a ton of food and a painting.
A full pack often attracts unwanted attention.
It's true, there is... What is it called? The Collector? There's some, like, mini-boss thing that, like, can attack you at any point if you have, like, a lot of stuff in your inventory. He's really hard, too. Hunger! The exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger. Eat some of my many food. When you eat, you also heal. You can also use the food just to heal if you want to. Great. And there we go. Hold L2, and then I can increase or decrease torch. Use another torch, and then head south. What's the blue book icon mean? Oh, it's like... It's an obstacle. Reading is an obstacle. You heard it here first. What torches do I have? 2? Maybe like this for now. I might go back for that other space. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I really need to take care of this guy, the Bone Courtier. He does an insane amount of stress damage. Normally, I think I would like to use the vessel's turn to heal the Plague Doctor, but I think I'm gonna try and finish off the Bone Courtier so I don't get housed.
As the fiend
Yeah, that feels like a
falls,
good use of
a
resources.
faint hope blossoms.
I think it's time for a disorienting blast. Doesn't really do much, but it maybe shuffles front guys to the back and gets rid of that corpse. Or maybe I want to shuffle back guy to the front. Sort of accomplishes both. Ow. Man, everyone hates my Plague Doctor. What gives? Let's smite the ranged guy. I resisted whatever he was going to do. Guess I could heal myself for one. Plague Doctor is not pulling its weight other than Meat Shield, I guess? Oh, the bayonet let him move up first. Darn, I wish that had gone in the other one. It's probably worth doing this. Kill the range guy, that's good. Dodged an attack, that's good. Let's smite Bulky Boy up here. No, it was a graveyard slash. Guess I could shuffle this guy to the front, right? It should work. Unless he resists that. Maybe it only shuffles the back three. I don't remember how that works. Minus 50. So I could do like 2 to 4 damage to everyone. That's probably not enough. No, that wouldn't be enough. We'll go ahead and heal the Plague Doctor.
Obliterated.
Nice. I obliterated that guy. And this one stuns. That's cool. The only stat.
Seize this
That went pretty
momentum.
well.
Push on to the task's end.
Let's remain. We have to at least open this this here chest. I have another key. I brought the correct number of keys, which was 1, and then I was given another key. So what do we get here? Some more deeds, some more busts, some more these crests, and then you know what? Let's just see how far we get, huh? Maybe we stick around, maybe we don't. I don't know. There could be something cool in that other room, even a boat. Yeah, I have so much food. Don't even at me about food. So gotta watch out for this trap so we actually know that it's here. What do I have? I think it'll only tell me when I'm near the trap, if I know it's there. What does it show? I see that I have the trap. I have to get... There we go. Disarming traps. Scouted traps will be visible on the ground as you approach them. Select a hero and press X to attempt to disarm the trap. When heroes are within range of a scouted trap, the trap icon yells. But it doesn't... There's like a percentage, right? Shouldn't it be showing me that? I feel like it's supposed to be showing me that. Whatever, I disarmed it. -1 stress. So it's supposed to be a room battle. So I think I'm going to use a torch. This isn't so bad. We definitely fought the worst of it already. I'm gonna heal Plague Doctor again, because the Plague Doctor has been harassed. Let's disorient that guy. Let's smite the front guy.
Be gone.
There we go. It's a good hit. Ow! does more damage? First one is minus 15%, minus 15%. So, same difference. Open vein has better accuracy. Great. I don't know if they can be blighted. I don't remember. Apparently they can. Let's heal everyone. For one. Yeah, everyone hates this plague doctor. There we go.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Gold. A bus more valuable to me than one of these random gems? Probably more valuable than food at this point. No, can't use up food here? I guess I'll replace stuff. I probably don't need this bandage. Ornate Fountain of Holy Purport. Sweet, I feel better and slightly less stressed. Wish I had that fountain IRL. Do I go for that last curio? Yeah, why not? It's a bag. Uh-oh. Man, he stole a bunch of crap I didn't want.
For a task well
That turned
performed.
out medium. We did it. I got some stuff, including a trinket that's not very exciting. I like when it counts everything individually. It makes me feel important. I won't go through all that, though. Any good news here? Backtracker. No stress penalty walking backwards. That's medium. Ooh, disease resist is okay. And blight resist also okay. Actually, disease resist is like kinda good. Diseases are rough.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Me every morning when I wake up. Severe negative quirks. Over time, negative quirks will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative quirks are much more difficult to get rid of. It's sort of the game's way of nudging you to maybe deal with some of your negative ones now if you want to keep these folks around. Well, the Vestal handled that pretty well. Other than that, I'm pretty much disappointed in everyone. So I want to see who's at the Stagecoach. Ooh, a jester. That's cool. I want jester.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Early on, I don't focus too much on these quirks unless they're like real bad. Stress in the Cove. Gamble. I don't really remember the graverobber stuff. I don't think I used them too often. Melee attack. Weirdly specific ranged attack. The ability to reposition yourself easily. Yeah, poison darts isn't bad. The other one is the Abomination, which I really don't think I use much at all. Slightly better at scouting. In town, only flagellate. That feels appropriate somehow. Minus 10% disease resist. I see. In order to check the trap percentage skill, I have to like check their details. Yeah, I was looking for something positive, so I went with the Rainbow Narwhal estate. I would have solicited some suggestions, but we had a slow start today. I'm just trying to decide if I like want any of these characters. I'd say graverobber, I guess. Graverobber seems like okay.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
That, so I can use the Abbey. Who do I have like quirks I want to deal with? Kleptomaniac's like annoying. Slow reflexes is a problem. Might try to treat that.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Heroes relieve stress by taking part in activities in the tavern in the Abbey. Each activity has different side effects. Experiment to find the best activity for each hero depending on their quirks. Committing a hero to an activity locks them in that activity until next week. They'll be gambling for a whole week, in other words. Am I remembering wrong? Is the Abbey not where I go to deal with quirks? What's that? I guess that's the sanitarium. I should probably send the plague doctor to get some stress relief. Do you have any? Skilled gambler. Has an intense craving for alcohol, but does that mean I can't gamble?
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So, I don't really have anyone who's good at frontline damage right now. I haven't unlocked most of the things I would care about, so I think I'm going to go back to my departure screen. And I think I want to bring... a second. Plus accuracy is kind of cool. Those are random quirks. And the abilities that we currently have are Stab, which moves us forward 1, Harvest, which attacks middle characters, Slice Off, which does some more bleed damage. The limited finale and solo to number of uses per battle. I remember the gesture used to be considered really broken. Jester is not really great at attacking front position people. That is important to consider, I think. Anyway, it seems like third is fine position. That is what we have open currently. The question is just... I want to bring in the graverobber? I kind of do. It's gonna take me a little bit of getting used to remembering what all the skills and attacks do. Alright, so we have a couple different options now that we've been through the ruins once. 2 mediums and 2 shorts. Either of these mediums have something that makes me want to go for them. Book of Relaxation decreases stress, increases accuracy, reduces dodge. And Gambler's Charm. Plus 15 max HP, minus death blow resist. There is a stat for if you are on death's door, how likely you are to survive additional attacks. That is the death blow resistance. What about the other ones? Scouting Whistle only for Houndmaster. It's decent. And Sickening Satchel, Graverobber only, plus 20 damage versus Blighted? None of these seem especially great. I think I'm gonna do another short one, since I'm bringing in 2 new characters I'm not extremely familiar with. I guess I'll take the one that applies to a character I already have in my party. So let's go scouting in the ruins. So the ruins are where we were last time, so shovels were good. Oh, the graverobber gives you an extra shovel to start with, that's nice. I think I want, like... took 6 last time, that seemed about right. 12 food again. Want at least 1 key. But this time I'll bring a 2nd key. That ought to do it. So how's everybody doing? I think, I don't think anyone... Most of the people in chat have not seen me stream Darkest Dungeon before. I don't know if you are familiar with the game from other sources, though. Most of the people who watched originally are...
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
The hero panel. When a hero is selected, press square to bring up a detailed panel. Yep. Okay, great. I think it makes the most sense, checking out that map at the bottom. I think I want to go to the right and then up and around and do the whole loop. There's a chance we miss out on something, but it's the most efficient path. Okay. I feel like the graverobber probably wants to focus on the ranged guy in the back. And I think I want to harvest. This hits 2 different characters and adds bleed. Uh-oh. Got shanked. Uh-oh. Wow, all 4 of them get dodged. Go team. I feel like there used to be something I could easily consult here that would tell me how much blight damage that they were going to take. Ah, here it is. I have to hold L2. So 2 damage. So... is it worth doing an attack? Yeah, probably. I don't want him to shoot all of us. Well, that didn't end up doing anything.
The light, the promise of safety.
Ow, that guy sliced and diced.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
This guy's not yet gone this round, so I want to try and stun him. Success. I thought that was...
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Jeez, that guy's so aggro. Yeah, we should only have to focus on the front guy. Is like... I think that will do... Well, I can also poison darts the guy in the front. I assumed I couldn't do that. Let's heal Graverobber. Should do max damage. Oh, that worked
Continue
well.
the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Woohoo, gold! Great. Let's continue. It's a really early fight. It's like the first square we stepped in. What goes in the urn? Might be nothing. Might be like holy water? I'm just gonna go for it. remember, I think you don't want to hit it with a shovel. I think you can use a shovel on it and something bad happens. Okay. It's kind of a long, short dungeon. Done.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Yeah, having a lucky day just all around, huh? Should probably use a torch here. It's gonna dim again in a second. Let's use another one. Which torch is 25% of possible light, I think. There's something spooky about that. Shamer's altar. The sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place a torch if you crave the void. I don't think I'm gonna survive that. My team is a bunch of noobs. I think the Shambler gives you, like, pretty good rewards. I don't remember what they are. But, like, he's a pretty serious boss, I think. Oh.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
This place is so lonely. Here's another torch. Spookums! Ah, it's shuffled me. Hey, Sarah, welcome to the stream. First person to redeem name a doomed hero. We will name someone Zombie on your behalf. Let me know if you have any preference on the class. We're early on, so we're seeing relatively few of them. Let's see. Can't hit the back one with this. Really want to get rid of the stress person. Of course, I fail. Oh, there's that goblet. Yeah, this does like a lot of stress damage. Just gonna focus on bleeding the one that actually bleeds as much as possible. Yeah, I guess you're gonna take a step back. And I'm really keen to move my Vestals straight to the front and just make my life really unpleasant. Sir says, never seen this game. I made something based on what you saw. That's fair. It's a fine name. Hey, what's this game like? It's a gothic horror-inspired dungeon crawler where entropy is really your true enemy. But you're like wandering around dungeons trying to pick up loot. There's a mechanic for light where the brighter it is, the safer you are, and the less good rewards you get. And there's just a ton of monsters, just like skeletons and cultists and all sorts of like inhuman abominations. And like you're just building a ragtag group of heroes and trying to build up this town in the midst of all the darkness, trying to drive it away and sort of restore the countryside to something resembling peace, I guess. Let's throw some daggers, I guess. Please don't. Aha, nice dodge. Yeah, zombie seems very appropriate. I like it, Sam.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Don't rend for the old gods. Do it for yourself, man. Hashtag treat yourself. I think I'm better off doing what healing I can here rather than spending another turn doing nothing.
But never hidden. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
It's so fast. This expedition is doomed! Got him. That was rough.
Success so
This is
clearly
always the hardest
in view.
thing. Get out of inventory.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
There we go. Continue shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Alright, this game is very edgy. I love the narrator, though. He has, like, a fantastic vocabulary, and he always has... He has something to say about every situation. I bleed! Heirlooms.
Wealth beyond
Nice
measure.
bust.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Probably gonna want a torch here. Okay. Haven't gotten any scouts off. Hunger! That's actually fine, I could use a little bit of healing. Oh, it's a bookcase. The bookcase can be really good or really bad. You always gotta go for the bookcase. Alright, who has, like... Jeez, your negative quirk already got locked in? This is your second mission! What's wrong with you? Okay. Guilty conscience... Those are extremely whatever. Yeah, I think we're gonna have good old Renault read a book. Sometimes, like, it will, like, cure a negative quirk or give you a positive one that's really good. Sometimes it adds stress because you read something horrifying. I forget. Like, there's a ton of... I think you can even get, like, diseases from books. I think there was, like, some old meme about, like, getting, like, chlamydia from a book or something in this game. Ooh, an old journal entry.
Glittering gold, trinkets and
The
baubles,
flavor text.
paid for in blood.
I could read the flavor text. There's an awful lot of it. Oh, that's bad. Wow, that's gonna be real bad. They're of course just singling out the grave robber. Okay, so what's the thing I need to be doing here? Actually, can I check what their like resistance to blight is? It's not extremely high. Ooh, critical hit. And I blighted him. I think I will harvest. No, that actually probably doesn't make sense, right? I think it's better for me to, like, focus on killing one of them. Yeah, Cotillion. I also like how Wayne June says baubles. Such emphasis. You're gonna heal the grave robber who's having the kind of day that I'm having. Uh-oh. God. Everyone just hates the grave robber. They just want me to lose a character, which is weird. It doesn't normally play out like that. I'm gonna leave this guy, regular bone soldier, alone. He's not the most intimidating. He says before getting graveyard slashed in the face. Why always the grave robber? I might just have to let the grave robber go. He's seen too much. Slice off. This one.
A singular
Ooh,
strike.
a singular strike! A poisonous snake! It's first two. Damage mod is minus 33. Damage mod is minus a lot. Damage for 5 rounds. So I want to do some damage here. I'm going to do this. Yeah, that worked. Yikes. I mean... You're just hoping. They really just hate that grave robber so much. Oh, come on. Look how much health he has left. Ow. some way. There we go.
Be gone, fiend.
That could have gone better. We're also low on torches. Guess that's okay. That might not be okay. You know, these bleed effects on the Jester aren't extremely helpful when we're only fighting skeletons. Did you guys know that skeletons don't have blood? I know, weird, right? Don't have a whole lot else going for me. Guess we'll just attack a ranged dude. Oh my god. Thank you for the dodge, graverobber. Didn't crit that time. But I got the blight off. Aha. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, try and kill one of these noobs. They're pretty soft.
Abomination, cleansed from our lands.
He's healed the graverobber? Ah, critical heal. I forgot I could even do that. Don't bump in the knight, the graverobber? Why? Did the graverobber do something to offend all the living dead? Like, what's going on here? Extra blight. Oh my god. They're like literally only attacking grave robbers. That's off. There we go. Attacking someone else. I robbed them of precious bones. That might explain it. Wolf. There we go. We're getting some mixed hits in.
Another one falls.
This might not be one we stick around for, although by the time we unlock it, there's not going to be that much left to explore, really. I think group heal might actually be better. Ooh, especially if we high roll it like that. Hang on a second. 4 damage. How much dead are you? Oh, it's brutal. If I don't attack it though, it's not gonna die.
A death by inches.
Once he's in the front, the ranged guys... Well, it didn't quite kill the second body. Hit him! Pickaxe! Woo!
This expedition at least promises success.
I hope it does. Hey look, a free torch. I think I just used my last one.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Right, that's what I'm always saying. I wish treasure could do that. So they should fulfill our quest, I think. Once we kill these guys. Are you kidding me? God almighty! The luck today is horrific. Wow, this is just an absolute disaster.
The blood quickens.
Got some blight in there. Gotta move back. Torch isn't even that low. For me to get ambushed so badly is rough. But hey, maybe we TPK and just start with better luck, huh? This is a disaster. Like, this really couldn't go worse than this. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, please, Eldritch Push. Thank you. That was like the nicest thing you could have done for me. Not only was that not the attack I don't want you to do, but now I can actually heal again. God. Well, I guess I'm on stabbing duty. Yeah, that works out. This is actually turned around pretty quickly. Like, that Eldritch Push was like the best thing that could have happened to me literally in this fight. Especially after that horrible start. I think I just want to, like, clear this guy out, so I'm taking less individual attacks. That one should die to the Blight, and now it's just down to one idiot. Hit him! Ooh, critical heal. Stab! Stab! Yeah, give me those busts.
Ornaments.
Nah, I'm staying here. I gotta open that
Ordered.
chest. I earned that treasure.
Lovingly admired.
Okay, hold on. Okay. First, let's... Oh, cool. They added... I forgot that they patched this to, like, remind you of what effects you've learned. So, key unlock chest gets treasure. Hooray. Indeed. Fortune smirks at last. Alright, get back there. Is that correct? That looks correct. Okay. Let's press our luck. No whammies. Use that last torch. This crate is empty. Fat indeed. Ooh. Ooh. Read a good book? No, it's more flavor text. Just to have space for it. I sure hope it's not a huge battle. We did it. Okay.
The great ruins belong to us.
Did it.
And we will find whatever
Okay, so
secrets
that
they
went,
hold.
like, not great. Yikes. What are these? Minus damage on the first round. Reynald is top notch. He's really knocking it out of the park with just like some of the worst quirks imaginable. Oh good, the graverobber now has -5 accuracy. And now the jester will only drink. I feel like there's a joke or a metaphor in there.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Right? This guy just feels me on a deep spiritual level. Alright, so here are our options, Sarah. You have redeemed a name for a character. It could be any of the characters we already have, in fairness. We've got a Crusader, Highwayman, a Plague Doctor, Vestal, which is like a priestess, the Jester, or the Graverobber. I don't know if you want to pick the Graverobber, knowing that it will probably be murdered. We also have a new Highwayman, a Hellion, or a new Plague Doctor. These are all options. Oh, this Hellion is like a is a gift. This is a good Hellion. What else do we have? The Highwayman has Stout, which is fine. Camp Heavy weirdo. And melee attacks, it's like a okay Highwayman. And Plague Doctor has Quick Draw. Lord crit chance. God, so many slow reflexes. It's such a bad one. I mean, I for sure want this Hellion. The Hellion is just like the best character we've found so far.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Like her, Sarah? Yeah, we could do that. Rename here. Marche's? No. Wrong. What was it, right? Zombie. There you go. She's definitely going on our next expedition. Do we... Lock that in, and then... Ooh, Iron Swan is good. I don't think I want any of those other characters. I do, however, want to
Make no mistake,
unlock the guilds.
we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Okay. Those accusations fine. I'm gonna get rid of Bulwark of Faith. It just doesn't do what I generally want it to do. Could have him be another healer since I am currently light on those. Or I could have him be a stress healer, which I currently have none of, although I can... Which one of these does the thing? Inspiring Tune! Definitely need to unlock that. Remap combat skills! Heroes can only have 4 active combat skills at a time. Toggle the skills on and off in their menu. Yeah, that's fine. Jeez, why is everything locking in so quickly? Not a fan of that. Alright, let's... Don't really want Battle Ballad, but I do definitely want Inspiring too. I think I'll leave that one like that for now. Does Vessel have anything I want to unlock? I think Vessel's actually good. This is like fine. No, she's mostly got the ones I like. Grave Rob. Do I even want Grave Robber? Which melee forward 2. What can I even do in the first 2 positions? Like nothing? Pick, I guess? Doesn't seem useful. Attacks and trickery, self, cure, blight, and bleed. Also, buff dodge and speed. It's like a little limerick or something. Oh, you can only use it once per battle. See, I don't remember this being a thing. I think this is all in the patch, the like limit of skill per battle. Oh, I forgot I had Shadow Fade. That probably would have been useful during one of those times I got shuffled. Bay, you need Rush. Gotta get you Iron Swan. That move is busted. By which I mean, like, it rounds out this character really well. Iron Swan lets you attack the back, whereas like all your other skills are like you hit the front ones. So I can get rid of this. Put in Iron Swan. And then I have like normal attack, hit the back one, can hit anyone other than the back one, and then like a self buffing thing. So that seems good. The point blank shot's pretty good. I probably want that. So I like pistol and point blank shot. Open vein is decent. So I think I want to do that and then just get point blank shot. Nope. Once you do this once, you don't have to worry about it too much, but especially early on when you can't do it for the first, like, 8 heroes you get a little fiddly bit here trying to, like, make sure they have the skills that you like. I think other than that, I'm gonna leave it for the moment. could upgrade these. I don't think I want to do that just yet. Sanitariums... No, I still can't do it. Darn. Okay, so... Jester and the graverobber should probably do stuff. So, the Jester only drinks, and... makes it easy if they only have one type of stress relief, I suppose. I don't know if I'll keep them, but I still have relatively limited options. So, what do I want to do here? We're pretty much set to... I could try to, what's the size of the hero roster? What's the number of recruits? Increase my roster, I guess. It's not that expensive.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Other than that... Ooh, blacksmith. I should probably do that.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Can I get all of these? I would need... No. I can make it so I can get weapon and armor upgrades
sword,
for all of my
a stronger shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Ah, but it's commensurate with your level, so Zombie can't do it yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it for right now, even though he's really making me mad. I guess it probably doesn't need attack, but whatever, it's fine. I can't do that. Let's bring the Plague Doctor. Actually, let me check the Plague Doctor's skills real quick. I think I took a close look at him or her. Noxious Blast can hit either the first two spaces. I probably want that. Battlefield Medicine. Disorienting Blast is like fine, I guess. Yeah, let me get that. And Plague Grenade. Yeah, I think that's fine. Then I should do something for... Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Inspiring Cry for Renault so that I can have some way of counteracting like weird stress buildup. Okay, so then we're gonna go... Check something real quick. Abilities care if you are in first or second. I want to be in first for Iron Swarm. And you. Do yours care for second? Second for second. Any space. Okay, so Renault will go second. Zombie will go first. And Plague Doctor. Care? Any of the back three, back two, shouldn't. Great. Okay, so that's our new lineup. What are we gonna go after? Arbalest. I wish we had one. That wouldn't be a very good prize for it. Houndmaster only. More stun, minus speed. Minus 100 food consumed, plus max HP, minus healing received. That's a weird one. Life crystal. Plus max HP. That's pretty good. So our team is 1 level 0 and some of our finest. Yeah, we could do a medium. Firewood and camping. This quest involves camping, and camping requires firewood. Firewood is given automatically to you on appropriate quests. Camping gives heroes a chance to recuperate while in the dungeon. If you are wounded or stressed and wish to camp, select firewood in your inventory and press triangle. Right, I guess I don't buy more of that. I haven't actually needed that much food on the short one, so I'm thinking 12 might be enough for a medium. We're still in the ruins, so I'm gonna like... couple keys... shovels... 14 torches. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. Hey, Arcadius, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We've returned to Darkest Dungeon after such a long time. That's weird. It says your scouting % chance. I noticed that before. That might be new. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is about it. No, I'm gonna get a little bit extra food. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Can I remember what I did? No. Great. Yes. The ruins. Each region has its own challenges. Assemble your party and supplies accordingly.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Okay, luckily we start in a corner, and once again we're just trying to explore 90% of the ruins. In order to do that, at some point we have to backtrack anyway. So I think what I want to do is go up, and like up the center, and over here, and then backtrack all the way along. See how that goes. This could take us a while. Hey, free torch. Cool.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Doo-doo-doo. Nice trap dodge. This expedition at least promises success, as it were. Arcadius, how you doing today? I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with this. Do I have... Let me try... Holy water? I don't think that does anything. I don't think I need the holy water for anything. No. It gave me a bunch of stuff. Well, there you go. Oh man, look at all those maggots.
Executed.
Really love Iron Swan. Noxious Blast. Seems good.
Another one falls.
Ah! Oh, nice dodge. I'm gonna make quick work of these maggots. Dang. Well, that ought to kill him. Celebratory heal!
The wounds of
We
war
got a crit.
can be
We actually healed some stress for free.
but never hidden.
It's a slight bug problem. I wouldn't exaggerate it, though. You need to get hung up on it. Let's go. That's gonna be a huge battle. I'll get owned. Huh. remember. Shit. Let me try. Just because. Oh, dang. Do I need it for anything? I don't feel like the anti-venom is going to do anything. Actually, it might. It had no effect. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. Now.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
I think the light dims a little bit more quickly than I remember. Not a lot, but a little. Let's get that iron swan on that back road dingus.
Another abomination.
Get dumpster Skeleman. Let's heal Renault. Ooh, critical heal. Yeah, this team is working like a well-oiled machine, that's for sure. Let's shuffle this one. Kill the stress dealers. Ooh, good dodge. This is promising some success. This is no graverobber situation where everything is going terribly. Get blighted. That's what I'm talking about.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Oh.
A singular strike.
Wow. That's a good hit. Don't run for the old gods. It's just rude. It's just rude.
Confidence surges as
Pretty
the
good
enemy
attack.
crumbles.
Noxious blast. Oh, I just barely hung on. Good dodge, good dodge. Chesterfield over the chest. Oh, that's true. I suppose we still have the old school doubloon chest hanging out for now. Don't. No, I'm not gonna be greedy.
Continue the onslaught.
I could have tried to do a free stress heal there, but that could have
Them.
gone badly. I don't think Unlock Strongbox needs an item. Ooh, is this Healthstone? That's okay. Which way would I like to go? North. Yeah, I've been hitting a lot of these obstacles, surprisingly.
Even the cold stone seems bent
Possible
on
I should
preventing
have brought
passage.
another shovel.
Finding the
See
stuff
what
is
happens.
only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Cool. Oh, Lord. Alright. Remember this. Alchemy table. Guess I wish I had that, anti-venom. Can I not investigate? Okay. Could have been worse for sure. But I feel like I'm supposed to bring anti-venom to this. Okay. Press our luck. Ah, also could have been a lot worse. Uh-oh. Dark Skelefolks. Get some blight on that idiot. Don't tempt my Renault. kidding? Double miss on that? That's just rude. Let's up the torch level. And also, that guy should die to blight now.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Woohoo! Here or no? There we go.
To the pit.
Back to the pit indeed. Woohoo! Definitely could have brought more torches, huh? Yeah, we're actually still doing alright. It's double torch. Oh, we surprised them. Good use of torch. Let's use plague grenade. And oof. Get some free torchlight. Love that stuff. Such a good move. I think these guys have acted, so let's stun them. Ugh, such rend. Yeah, so I shouldn't have to worry about the stress one. It should die to the blight. Yeah.
A death by inches.
Yeah, this super aggro is coming right for me.
Press
Wow.
disadvantage. Give them
Man, the
no
Hellion is
quarter.
so good, it's ridiculous. To me, the Hellion's like one of the most powerful classes for sure. Ooh, good dodge. It's a good enough dodge, I think I'm actually going to do some de-stress instead of attacking. Hit him! Myself? Nah, I'd rather have some free torch. Good, I did a bunch of de-stress too.
On its own.
Ooh, and a free torch. Lots of free light. I feel like it's just too likely for Iron Maiden to go wrong, especially since I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I think it's bandages. I don't know why, but I think it's bandages is the thing you use on the Iron Maiden. But I feel like it's just gonna be bad. Excellent use of time. Let's scurry quickly to the east. Shut up, I know directions. Scurry! Commence the rapid scurrying. Continue scurrying to new sites. The sack's contents are mine.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Dang, I got trapped. I'm gonna keep the light up. I've been having an unlucky day. Ooh, scouting. What's that symbol mean? Just regular battle? Okay, it looks scarier than just regular battle. Alright, well, it shouldn't probably be traps. Hunger? You bet. Let's eat some food and free up some inventory space like champions. Hey, a pack has a map. Anything cool? Ooh, there's another obstacle. But luckily I don't think I'll have to go that way. That's actually really good to know about. There's another Not a whole lot else left in this dungeon. I think we just like head down here, and I think that'll be enough rooms to leave, and I don't think it'll be worth the trouble to go after these two curios. So with that in mind, let's definitely use a torch here. Don't. Stop. Don't tempt me. Oh, don't even. Thank you for the resist. Alright. Well, it's really annoying that they got, like, both of the most annoying attacks off instantly. But yeah, Flame Grenade should do some serious work.
Maintain the offensive.
Let's also... You can stun, right? Do a group heal next turn. Kill the Skeleman.
Be gone, fiend.
I just want a Noxious Blast front McGee over here. Hit him.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Group heal. Everybody feel better.
Sedated.
Got some extra heals in there.
A faint hope blossoms.
Stuff I can carry for now. At some point, we may have to make a decision about something. I'm gonna say this is a holy water thing. Altar seems out of place. It's a place of corruption. Yeah. I don't think I want to mess with that. I got a lot of curios that are like stuff I haven't encountered or prepared for. Best be ready for some traps. Plague Doctor it is. Ah, that's actually a pretty good disarm there. That wasn't extremely likely. I believe in you, Plague Doctor. Not actually sure you have a chance of success without the right item there. Let's remain. We'll check the next curio, and then be gone from this place. Pretty sure I can't get anything worthwhile here. Ooh. Or I can replace flavor text page? Is there something else I'd rather get rid of? No, not really. We did it. We did the medium dungeon fairly quickly, actually.
And we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Resolve level up. The heroes gain Resolve XP for each successful quest. Resolve XP determines the hero's Resolve level. Resolve level represents their veteranship and directly acts as stress resistance against the horrors encountered in the dungeon. I don't think I knew that fact. The low Resolve level hero that tries a higher level quest will quickly crumble under unimaginable stress. I think there's like an achievement for like bringing level 0 heroes to the final dungeon, which you can do immediately in the game. Lord, Ronaldo's gotten every bad thing. Ooh, early riser's not terrible for the Vestal.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Check out this update from the last week. Sanitarium and Survivalist now unlocked. Okay. Tavern. The grave robber's on a hot streak and refuses to leave the gambling hall. Gambled and recovered 55 stress, but I can't use them again this week. That means they've been gambling for 2 consecutive weeks. That's so much gambling. Cool. So, it's probably a good time for Renault to get a break, but... what I really want to do is get rid of slow reflexes. Got Kleptomaniac already locked in. It's a really annoying one. It's a lot, but I think it'll be worth it. Don't have other spaces. I could expand them. Is there someone who I like really want to like get rid of something right now? No, she can't gamble. That's fine. This guy's actually pretty good. Got like a lot of bonus speed and disease resist. I don't think any of these mattered. These guys like kind of annoying. Yeah, didn't someone get like straight up -5 accuracy? Who was it? Was it the grave robber? It sure was. I'm gonna forget that before it's relevant. Blindness. That actually doesn't even matter. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're fine with the rest of these. Let's go check out who's new. Ooh, an occultist and another Vestal. That's probably pretty good. Actually, all 3 of these might be good. Another Kleptomaniac Crusader. Weird. Maybe I won't take him. Occultist. Bonus damage early. Fast on the first one. It's a weird combination. But also, is it like all the things I like? This is attack the back. This is... that was a favorite. It's got the weird heal, which is important, and the pull move, which is helpful. Remember what other thing I would use. Probably not this. Torch -5 seems a little rough. I can mark the target. That might be a fun one to have. Anyway, I do think I want this guy. He's pretty good.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Supposed to get Unholy -5 ranged skills? Good set of skills, though. I think I will take the Vestal. Just because, like, Vestals are super good.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Go on deeds, huh? Okay, I should be able to upgrade Zombie's weapons and armor. I don't actually know what team I want to bring with me. Let's think about our options here. Might be time to go to the Warrens or the Vel. Let's see what kind of prizes we have. Highwayman disarm and dodge boost that decreases stress heal received. That seems reasonable. Or leper armlet does more damage in first position, slightly less virtue chance. Oh, you also have the coat. Plague Doctor only disease resist. That doesn't seem great. Ooh, Hero's Ring. Very rare. High virtue chance. That's fun. Well, that's true. We did get a life crystal, didn't we? Yeah, I think I really want to... Ah, this is a boss one. Kill the necromancer apprentice. Apprentice level 1. Okay, so... what do I want to bring? This... probably not. What's kind of interesting is if I put the Jester in the second space, I can have the Hellion and the Jester both do their thrust forward attacks one after the other. It's not like the best team, but I think this is pretty reasonable. The question is, should I be bringing a different healer? I actually don't think so, because we're hitting a boss and she's still level 1. Yeah, I think this is the one. Alright, so it's another medium. So let's bring... doesn't seem like I need an insane amount of... there's a chance I get unlucky and have to do it twice and then... while camping. I think bring 3 shovels this time. Couple holy waters, couple keys. And then... I think that's about the size of it. A lot of obstacles last time. Don't know if that's typical. I feel like it's not. But yeah, I think this is good.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
That strikes me as pretty important, but I might be biased about them.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Well, I feel like I probably want to start by going somewhere down this path. So, let's hope that the necromancer's not hiding some weird place. Woo, the sack's contents are mine. A small quantity of gold. Man, Hellions are so good. Not quite demolished. I'm gonna try this and see how this juggling technique works. Does this game have any connection to Lovecraftian horrors? Yes! I'm playing the vanilla version, which means none of the DLC. But I think even this version, particularly in the Cove, has some stuff like that. Some, like, tentacly spooks. But definitely just the whole idea of, like, stress being a major mechanic is very Lovecraftian, where it's like, how much madness can you tolerate? I want plague grenade.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ah, bump in the night. One of them. It's pretty strong stab, actually. Yeah, I think that's actually a really good combination.
Destroy them all. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Totally gonna act next and make me annoyed. Well, somehow got away with it. Should I group heal though? I believe in us. Not punished.
Their formation is broken.
I really like Jester Helly. I feel like they're a good team. I have a bunch of exploration items. I hope I get treasure.
They can be beaten.
Hi, Espy. Welcome to the stream. Rat Leg thing is a reference to one of Lovecraft's stories. I didn't know that. I'm not actually extremely familiar with Lovecraft. Like, I'm familiar with, like, the ideas, you know, the sort of, like, overarching ideas behind them. Okay, no boss over there, so probably not gonna head left. Oh, look at this path. Known battle, trap, curio. Let's see if we get to scout once we head further south. Hey, a box. Jeez, all these exploration items, it's absurd.
Often low on supplies.
And so far, like, nothing to use them on either. Alright, well... I like that it keeps saying, stashed heirlooms, and that's like the first heirloom I found in one of those. Alright, we know there's a battle in this room. I think this is enough light. Let's do it like this. Alright, let's start with good old Iron Swamp.
Executed with impunity.
And then let's stab... Aw, really? It's a good dodge for them. I'm glad people in chat seem to be having a good day. For my part, Ice Bunny, I've been complaining a little bit because I'm having a rough week, and today was a real bad time. But I had a lot of fun playing this game, and I hope people are having fun watching. I'm a big fan of this game, and it's nice to have an excuse to play it every once in a while. Seems like people may or may not be interested in watching more of it, but we'll see. We'll play that out. No, I should probably just heal the Hellion. I think what I would like to do is disorienting blast this one. Ah, right in the front. That should be good. Ah, graveyard slash. Jeez, I'm missing a lot this round. Don't. No, resist it. Ah, you jerk. I was really counting on that, actually. I was gonna get a really good attack off. Why is she able to dodge everything so perfectly? That really sucks.
A momentary abatement.
At least I'm getting the occasional dodge, too. Why? That's the third time she's dodged that attack. Okay, could I get a turn with Hellion in second position, please? Thank you. 4.
As the fiend
See, like, look how much damage that does. That's all I wanted to do.
Blossoms.
Woof. Plague grenade. Well, that was pretty dead. My hero is bleeding. If you wish, you can use a bandage from your inventory to stop the flow. Yeah, I'm good. Doesn't seem like an ideal use of that. Oh, I have to be in 3rd or 4th position to use them. Well, it's still probably best to have in case I get shuffled or something.
a life is taken.
Okay, holy fountain. I think I'm supposed to use holy water. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I should probably head left from here. Very spooked. Battle. Oh, it's spiders. We haven't seen spiders yet. Don't remember the spiders being super tough. Back to the pit, please! Let's turn and... I think the green spiders are scarier than the other ones? I don't remember exactly why. Like this is a good chance to sort of like patch up my team a bit. I really wanted Hellion to get turned. They're not very accurate. Breakthrough! Really? Man, everyone's dodging me so hard. Don't care for me.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Such a small quantity of web. There we go. I filled my inventory with garbage.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Which one's the best line the game contained? I know that was like a minute ago. The one we just got is a pretty good one. Confidence, slow and insidious killer. Oh, hey Kat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm refreshing myself on what the classes do. Currently we've basically got, on the far right we've got like a berserker. We got the jester who's kind of a status dealer and stress healer, since we have like stress health. I've got like another status dealer and marginal healer in our plague doctor, and then last we have basically just a healer with some light ranged attacks. Haven't seen so much as an arbalest though. You may recall that arbalest was my favorite for reasons. 30%, 40% on the jester. Looks like Jester's gonna be trying to... Yeah, there we go. 40% is pretty good disarm rate. And free torch. Except...
A fortune
could just use it, frankly.
waiting to be spent.
I don't really need it. I scouted, huh? Left. Hunger. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is bandage, so I will use my one bandage. No. Then holy water, maybe? It's reminding me that I've already tried the anti-venom. What the heck do you use on this? Oh, maybe, there we go. Medicinal herbs.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Finally, something to smile about. A bloodied implement of torture. Hey, Left-Handed Monkey Wrench, welcome. How goes the dungeoning? It's going pretty well. We're on our first boss fight. We're off to kill the Necromancer Apprentice. And, like, so far, so good. We had, like, one, like, mildly rough run where, like, all the enemies were targeting, like, a single party member, but we even got out of that with everyone intact. So, like, pretty good so far. Just trying to figure out where the Necromancer is at the moment. Is that the room? Oh, that's the one! Well, let's take care of the Necromancer first, since we're already most of the way there. Ooh, books. I forget if these books can do all the same things that the bookcase can. I think Doctor seems like the best candidate for reading a book. Ooh, positive thing. We got unerring, which is plus 10% damage range skills. Kind of offsets our lazy eye. Let's see, and there's another curio, and it's more books. Yeah. Sure. And some stress. Well, honestly, that seems like a pretty reasonable balance. How many torches do I have? Enough that I'm gonna burn one.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Woohoo! I don't remember what the necromancer does at all.
Fierce, terrible, nightmare-made material.
Nightmare-made material. I like that. I encountered someone today who I could describe in such a fashion. It reflects our hatred back at us! Yeah, I think it's time to start juggling our front positions. I really like this team, actually. Noxious Blast. Probably want to hit the boss. And let's heal Jester. Oh, thanks. Oh, let me get this right. Marin Atheid Children?
Exposed to a killing
Altheid.
blow.
There's an elevator. Small window. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Thank you for the wish of good luck. I wasn't paying full attention, but something bad happened. I got that. I don't have to worry too much about that. I feel like Breakthrough is gonna like wreck those guys really easily. Let's heal everyone for 1 point. Excellent. I think I would like to stack some more blight on this food. And then break through. That didn't actually do as much damage to the others as I thought it would. Pretty low. I'm gonna keep on healing.
A momentary
I was
abatement.
wondering if I could set up an effective kill. That was pretty stressful. Ah. Need to plague grenade here. Hope to blight both of them, which I do. We're gonna break through, which does kill 2 of them, which is good. If I leave the corpses here, can he summon new guys over them? I don't know. I can't attack that space. Blight damage. Ah, jeez. Well, I don't love that. I think plague grenades are actually doing like a ton of work here. Oh, jeez. Whoa! Jester's on death's door.
Approaches.
I mean, it was a critical hit, but yikes. When a hero is reduced to 0 HP, they are at death's door. While in this state, they suffer stat penalties, plus any further damage has a chance to heal them to get them off death's door. Well, that was the plan.
A powerful blow. A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of extra healing on the Jester here. Darn, I really thought the Blight was gonna finish him off, or I would have done, like, any amount of damage.
With no living sinew to actuate them, will these walking bones finally fail?
What did I get? Blight Charm.
Seize this momentum.
And Move Stone.
Push on to the task's end.
Let's see. These are worth like nothing. Citrines. And then anti-venom. Man, are these worth even less? Onyx is okay. Alright, I can also just equip these, huh? Haha! Greed! So... I think it is time to use... What moves does the Jester have? Let's see. Dark Stab, Harvest, Slice Off, and Inspiring Tune. So mostly the bleed things, the stabbing move, and also stress heal, which isn't applicable in our current situation.
A moment of respite. A chance
Benefits
to
of camping.
steel
Camping
oneself
consists of two
against
parts,
becoming
meal and
horrors.
skill phase. During meal, you choose how much to eat, which determines recovery. Make sure you have enough food. Skill phase allows you to spend rest points on different hero skills for recuperation. So, I think... for food... Every rose has its thorn. Time cost 3, but minus 15 stress to all. Talk, heal. Self only. Minus 10 stress. Some healing. I don't have any healing from the Vestal. I don't usually pay super close attention to camping skills, at least not early in the game. What do you do? What's a Peptogs? Time cost 2. Self only, minus 30 stress. All companions get some stress. That's awkward. So I think we start with de-stress. We will heal the Jester as much as possible. Talk on Jester seems reasonable. Rest. Oh yeah, there's a chance you get ambushed while you're resting, right? I forgot about that. What a lovely noise, right? Ah, welcome, Dittos. First time playing this? No, just first time in a while. There was a period of time when I, like, streamed this game very regularly, actually. But I never, like, finished a run. I was contemplating doing it as, like, a long-term project. But, I don't know, you guys will have to tell me if you're interested. I already read that book. It was a good book. Demolition says he's interested. Good to know. Also, for those of you just joining us, I did add a channel points redemption so that you can name characters, because you can name characters in this game. That's where we got the lovely name Zombie for our lead Hellion, our berserker who's just like melting these idiot zombies into dust. That's right, melting them into dust. Good luck figuring that one out. So do we go south? What's our supply situation like? I think we probably go until we run out of food. The question is, where do we get our max benefit from? I think going south. Yeah, I think going south makes sense. We should quit this game a long time ago. That seems fair, ditto. Abomination was your favorite? I've always liked Arbalest, Vestal, Hellion, Crusader. Probably some of my top picks. Oh, another one of these. Did one of these in this dungeon already, didn't I? I'm pretty sure this one's holy water. I got a buff. Oh, that's right. I think that always gives you a buff. Uh-oh. It's already hunger o'clock, huh? Maybe we'll reach the end of this stretch and see where we're at. Maybe we'll find more food. It's unlikely that we will find more food. Well, we could. I don't know. Not your dad. We'll light that up. Skeletons! Ooh, we spooked them. Oh, can't hit that bar back.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Lighted him, good. Alright, heal the jester.
Another one falls.
Ah, that's quite the crit. Don't. Ah, dang it. You're doing good work despite almost dying and being pretty spooked about it. Understandable.
As victories mount,
Nope,
so
I want
too will
you to
resistance.
go there. Great. Then I need to highlight you because trap time. Now look how much stress we've healed from the jester. What do I need for this? Holy water, right?
As the light gains
which I am out.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That seems fine. Good, spook him. I don't remember what the knight statue does as a curio
Begone,
thing.
fiend.
Just trying to kill the stress guys as quickly as possible. Continue to heal the jester.
A momentary abatement.
Covered pretty nicely at this point from a pretty rough go at the Apprentice Necromancer. I mean, that could have gone a lot worse, but there was a moment there where it was starting to look rough. If that battle went on a lot longer, I think we'd be in bad shape. Jeez.
Slow death.
This guy was high rolling his initiative there.
Unforgiving.
Noxious Blast. Either one of them I don't strongly kill. Heal everyone is called for. Aha! Dodge.
impressive haul. If you value such
Who
things.
value such things? What on earth interacts with a suit of armor? Could hit it with a shovel. I'll try some stuff because I don't think I'll spend too much more time here in this particular dungeon. Had no effect. That had no effect. Great. Well, just in case it somehow de-stresses me. Yeah, I think maybe there's no item for suit of armor? Gosh, I'll have to go a really long way to hit something new, and I don't have additional food. So the last time I did a medium, I had a pretty good configuration. Buff or good quirk. Really? X-Chrome. That's good to know. Or X-Chrome. That's another X. Crom. Crom, welcome. Strong name. So I'm gonna leave this place. Whee! Cool. We got that sweet hero's ring, which, like, isn't super important, but is cool. Fake Doctor hit that too. Interesting. Oh, no one got any quirks this time. I was expecting that to load for some reason.
In time, you will know the tragic extent
Ah, good. We
of
removed
my
one of our
failings.
slow reflexes. Ooh, antiquarian. Like better chance of getting loot, right? Bad melee skills, low speed in highlight. And has like melee attack. Get down, do. Move back, buff self. It wants to be in back position, right? Remember antiquarian as well as I thought of. I don't think I'm interested in third Vestal right now. Ooh, we got a redeemed name. Ditto, the Abomination. Well, there you go. Let's check out what Ditto's like then. Got some blight resist. Kinda stressed out against humans. Obsessed with the paranormal, which goes with the fear of humans, I guess. Ditto. The Abomination. Add. I don't use Abominations terribly often, if I'm being honest.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Yeah, Antiquarian's super interesting. I feel like I should take Antiquarian and maybe just live to regret it. I feel like I want to do like another super low-level dungeon because I've taken a bunch of new characters.
Not go, and sees what others will not see.
By the way, how's volume level seem? Is it okay? That game was a little loud before. Okay. Don't have a lot of like frontline fighters. Abomination can do that, right? I don't exactly remember how Abomination works. So transform, and so like as like beast form you want to be in the front. Oh, Ditto, if anything, I'm gonna let you down. I'm not super familiar with Abomination. Alright, so I think the way I want to do this is figure out what thing I'm doing next, line up my team, and then figure out what to do with people who aren't on my team. So... Archer's Ring, improve range skills minus speed. Do all relics just do minus speed now? Knight's Crest isn't terrible. It's not great. Feather Crystal does weird stuff, but gives you +8 speed and dodge. Heaven's Hairpin for Hellions. Minus stress if in highlight, plus accuracy. Huh. What's that? Houndmaster things. Yeah, probably shouldn't go to a level 3 veteran dungeon, huh? Second slot. 8 stones. Second or third. Needs to have an occultist as healer since Vestal and that's right. That's fine. We do have an occultist. For just such occasions. I feel like it's probably... Feather crystal. Yeah, we're not there either. Okay, so it's probably going to be this one. Complete 100% of room battles. As a short apprentice level 1. And so I think I want cultist, abomination, heathen yet. There's still a lot of frontline. I mean, I guess I could keep Hellion in for another go, but I feel like I need to get more first position characters. Target for dodge. Actually, having a Plague Doctor to counteract the bleed from Occultist is decent. Maybe I do just keep with this. Maybe this is just my party. And then we'll go back to town. What's the button for that? That brings up my trinkets, which I haven't sufficiently messed around with. I feel like I want to give Hero's Ring to Hellion. Because Hellion's MVP. That's right, you get like ones to start with, I forgot about. Minus 10 stress. Does death blow resist? Put that on. Cultist. Let's do minus speed plus max HP. Yeah. Do a small amount of virtue chance. I don't know, something like that. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I'm not sure I have that, like, have super... Yeah, this actually seems really bad. Maybe I should try to get rid of Nocturnal on the Antiquarian. I'm not generally the type to keep lighting super low. I understand the benefit of it, but it's not usually where I'm at. So let's try to get rid of that. Oh, let's also blacksmith everyone who's on our team if they haven't already been. Keeping this jester around, so definitely upgrade him. You can't do you yet because you're level 0. Can't do you because you're level 0. Sure. Let me do his guild thing. What? Target minus damage, minus protection versus Mod plus 5, minus 15 dodge and mark target. I guess I'll just leave him for now. Thing in particular I need to upgrade? Really, right? But I could stand to de-stress a couple folks. Like, only prey? So let's put you there. And then... yeah, alright. I feel like that's a pretty good... I feel like that's where we're at. Alright. So, let us go to... the Warrens. And I don't remember any of the things I need to remember about the Warrens. So this is short, so I'm gonna bring... I could probably get away with 8, but I feel like I'll get punished for that somehow. Warrens, I feel like I need medicinal herbs. Holy one. And I think I want to bring 1 key just in case I scout something. I don't know if that applies to specific areas. I know you can find like secret areas with like super rare items in them. 11 is the correct number for some reason. It's a ragtag group of items. Yeah, the Warden's is the one I think it is. I don't know if these are the right items, but I think they're more useful than what I was buying for the others. Woohoo!
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Actually, what do I have for traps? Still Plague Doctor. I guess it's Plague Doctor instead of Jester. Did that get leveled up? It's weird. It didn't seem like that was highlighting, but maybe I'm goofy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wealth beyond measure.
Good work, Ditto.
Awarded
This
to the
time.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
It's funny, the point redemption is to name one of the characters in the group. Like Ditto here. You can see in the, sort of the middle of the screen, it's like a bar that sort of gives some stats about the heroes that we're taking into the dungeon. They each have a character name that you can set yourself or let be random. So let me know what you would like to name someone when we get back to town. Okay, let's go... Which way are we going? I thought there was a dead end for some reason. Wow, this is a stacked route. Well, going north seems rough. It's like a battle into an obstacle. There's like another obstacle further up. And I have to complete all the room battles, so I don't... So I feel like I just want to hit up this treasure chest and then hit the corner, and then we're done. It's a short jaunt. Oh, no, hang on. Next time I hit right stick. Did I hear the news about Ikora? Was it something more specific than just that they were changing, like, the pre-release? Because they, like, made a big deal out of that, and it didn't seem like a big deal to me. Woohoo! Heirlooms.
Finding
I have
the
so
stuff
many
is only the
busts.
first
I need
test.
other stuff.
Now it must be carried home.
Right, who has, like, weird quirks that I might want to try getting rid of? Yeah, -5 ranged is awkward. Sure. Bunch of scrolls. The cursive is sloppy and difficult to read. They're merely records of dull transactions. Oh dear, that's a lot of pigmen. Sending stress, heal 3. Picks like the character I'm least familiar with to start with. Really just not super familiar with how Abomination works. It's one of the classes I've used the absolute least. Plus it's been a while since I've played. I will try to stun... the drummer's a stress guy, right? Bird Boy Bob. You got it, Ice Bunny. If I don't think of it, remind me when we get back to town. Since I don't have to heal anyone yet, let's just pull this guy.
Precision and
There we
power.
go. Oh, come on. Oh, these misses. Everyone but the single character I would expect to hit that guy. Ooh,
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
that's not ideal. Wow, that was a really good hit on their part.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
Seriously,
is taken.
all of their attacks in a row? I literally got none attacks that round? Let's do the thing. It stresses everyone out, right? Alright, I gotta be careful about that. Forward ball. That actually doesn't seem terrible. Heal self. Get cut again immediately. Oh my god. These dodges are absurd. I need you to stop.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Spoilers start on April 2nd and will be done by April 10th. What was the original time frame supposed to be? Just like an extra week? Like, it doesn't seem like it's shifted as dramatically as I expected. Hey, resisted. Let's turn back into people.
Weakened.
Let's stun him.
Press disadvantage.
No, I thought he had more
No
health than
quarter.
well, why don't you... No. Why don't you move back to where you belong? And then... Okay. Nope. I just wanted to... No. I want to activate the trap before it attacks me. So let me do that, huh? Okay. No. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, this
will
dungeon's not
find
being
no
super chill.
clemency in this place.
It's a bad idea. It's merely records of transactions. There's so many of them around. Sweet. Food and flavor text. I'm gonna use a
In
torch here.
Radiance, may we find victory.
says, like, Korea hits arena and MTGO on the 16th, but paper significantly later. I mean, like, it's kind of been moving that way anyway. Like, again, I don't know, maybe this is just my take on it, but it feels like that is not a significant departure from where we have been at. It feels like the online releases have been earlier and earlier. Kill Green Spider. Death to Green Spider. Thanks for stopping by, Demolition. Probably not streaming for like too much longer, just because it's been such a long day. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this.
A death by inches.
Death by inches. Oh, paper May 15th. Yeah, that is a pretty significant difference in fairness. That's a whole month right there. I really want to self-heal, but it seems unnecessary. I got webbed.
Back
Smush!
to the pit.
Yay. Nice. I sure hope that I don't get stressed to death with this poor plague doctor.
The blood quickens.
Poor blood quickens. Oh no, it dodged. It didn't dodge that one.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I only brought one key. I hope that's the right number of keys.
Packs laden with loot
That was fine.
are often low on supplies.
Time to fight more. This season will be much shorter, unlikely to fatigue everyone. I mean, I think the bigger fatigue concern is there's so many products. But is that going to include the commander decks? Because aren't there commander decks for Ikoria? Which is kind of weird in and of its own right. Bring me your stress dealer! Darn, it can do that from the front position, and it immediately goes for my most stressed character. What does this one do? It's those nerds.
The ground quakes.
Somehow watching me barf on two dudes de-stressed the plague doctor. I'm not gonna ask questions about that. I want to get rid of this guy. I don't think that's gonna be quite enough. I'm just gonna end him.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big concern is, like, Wizards has really ramped up the number of products it's making. And I wouldn't say that, like, they've all felt like they have the same amount of, like, care put into them. And I don't mean that, like, there's been especially bad sets or anything. It's more just that, like, you know, Standard has had some problems and things of that nature. Like, there've been, like, so many more banned cards lately. There's so many more varied sets and products to buy that I think there's fatigue both in the sense of, like, power level of, like, a lot of people, I think a lot of people, are kind of sick of, like, dealing with incredibly broken cards that risk warping every format they're in. Plus just, like, having to buy all the new cards. You're already bleeding. Feel better.
Great is
Pretty
the weapon
decent.
that cuts on its own.
I can still fit all that in my pockets. Curio time! These are terrible. I think his bird boy's gonna read a book. What do we get? Love interest? You know what that is? Only visit brothel for stress relief. Okay. Maybe we can get rid of that with this book. Oh dear. His resolve was tested reading a book, and now he's afraid. Well...
Fear and frailty.
Yeah,
finally
I earned
claim
that.
their due.
Afflicted! When heroes can't take stress anymore, they become afflicted. This manifests in different behaviors and stat changes. Afflictions last until you send them to treatment in town, unless you can reduce their stress to 0 during the quest. Good luck to me with that one. Yeah, I haven't logged into Arena for probably something like a month too, Cat. It's funny, one of my friends like just finally got a computer that could run it. He's been telling me all about how he's like playing standard and stuff. I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna be over here. Plague grenade. Bring me your stress dealer. Do not stress anyone. Die.
As the fiend falls,
This team is pretty good.
a faint hope blossoms.
Ow. Now again. Corruption is overwhelming. And, oh, that's right. Starts, like, making them do weird stuff. Enjoy some poison, I guess. Tentacles. Darn, I was hoping that would finish it. Ah, good dodge.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I did, I destroyed them all. I still fit all that in my pockets.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I like that he just like says a weird thing and the Hellion's like, oh man, stop just freaking me out, man. I have to get all the way up to it.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
So where am I at now? I'm up here. Great. So there's definitely got to be a room battle in that last room, since I'm supposed to do all the room battles and I haven't finished my quest yet. So, hunger. Is that all my food? No. Also, I found some more food. Ooh. There we go. I got a buff. I didn't need that. Ah, trap! Torch.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow
Yeah, I
it.
feel like we've already encountered the worst that this dungeon has to offer. Bring me your stress dealer! It's decent. Yeah, I guess I could have Iron Swan first. Oh, he's not dead? What a jerk. I want this one. Oh, they both resisted blight? Oh, I should have checked. These things might resist blight. I don't care for this damage. Stop stressing out my Hellion, dude. I think it's time to transform. Just want to make sure that guy died. Iron Swan, last place fool. God, it moves so. Iron Swan is just my favorite. It's so satisfying every time. Just like, whoop, bam, you're dead. Oh yeah, they 100% resist blight. Yeah, plague doctor's not so good against these guys. I want disorienting blast? Technically, yes. I resisted everything. Doing a good job of resisting bleed from the healing effect. Annihilate, right? We definitely annihilated that guy. Ow! Curing blight. Yeah. Anti-venom, bandages, or medicinal herbs all do it? I thought it was just anti-venom. Huh. I see they cause blight, which is why they resist
A momentary
No
awakening.
more blight. See, I can cure with my plague doctor, too. Stop that. Stop
Quickly
doing
the
that.
tide turns.
It's really annoying. I like that just him ceasing to be a weird werewolf creature. They're like, oh, thank you. Really? At least it didn't crit me for like 3 straight times. Ah, good.
Decimated.
Goddamn.
A trifling victory,
Is this anything?
but a victory nonetheless.
Just for barbaric rituals. I don't think any of these do anything, do they? You know what? Yeah, Concord removed. I didn't realize that would do that. I probably would have done it on the Plague Doctor. But I think that's fine. There's really nothing else worth doing here, so peace out.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Mania. Obsessed with material things. Jeez. Dude was really obsessed with a lot of stuff. And then robust. That's decent. The occultist is pretty good. For like a really low level occultist.
A modest offering from those few surrounding farms as yet untouched by the spreading calamity.
I don't understand why he sometimes reads the lines that way. Calamity. Cool. Stuff is free. That's cool. Bloodletting was a bit too effective. What does that mean? Ah, now I have less bleed resist on my Vestal. That's irritating. And Reynald will not leave the Abbey, so that's also pretty awkward. Okay, so definitely got to do something about tavern where I can do that. Yeah, hey, buddy. Oh wait, let me hold. Unequip all trinkets on all heroes. Yes. Okay. Tavern. Put you in brothel. Yikes. Oh darn. Hey, can I rename you while you're here? No. Well, that's all. Well, I meant to rename them. What did I say about Papillon in the sanitarium? I think it was just that his quirk got removed. He had like minus melee damage, and that was like his best attack was a melee attack. Or no, I removed the... He had two bad quirks. The other one was if torch is above 75%, minus 2 speed. Give it the Stagecoach. Another plague dot. Oh, man-at-arms! I haven't seen a man-at-arms in ages. Plus protection. Plus scouting. I think it's stress heal. Huh. I don't remember what his good techniques are. Crush I think is fine. Rampart's okay. Rampart could be good with Hellion. Let's receive chance +5 while marked. Of target +5 dodge, -10 stress. Retribution's pretty good. Yeah, I think I want this guy.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
More deeds is clearly the thing. Man-at-arms. Like Rampart. Look like not this. Okay, so I want to bring him and I'll bring you along. I don't really know what to do. Stab is good. Vapors is good, I think. It's not a lot of blight. Back to this blight chance. Target +4 dodge +10%. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it for now. I think what I want to do is like I'm gonna end up doing another low-level dungeon. So let's figure out what that looks like. Okay, Warren's leveled up. Dark Bracer does some random stuff. Oh, hang on. I got another redemption here from Marin Althea Tover for Death Knight. Do you have a particular preference for which character to name? Marin? We do have a new man-at-arms. We have a bunch of others. We got most of our characters are unnamed. Only the Hellion, the Abomination, and our friend the Plague Doctor's earmarked for it. Dealer's choice. Who strikes me most as Death Knight? Honestly, I kind of feel like it is the Man-at-Arms. Let's do that. Rename. Make sure it is spelled correctly. Yeah, I feel like this guy looks like someone you might name Death Knight in like a comic book or something. So I want to use him. Hellion's already like supercharged. Let's bring a Vestal. Let's bring Papillon. And maybe the graverobber? party make sense at all? I feel like it kind of does. I think we got another one. Jellyfish for the next I mean, we could name our current jester Jellyfish, unless you have some reason you don't want to do that. You're also redeemed to name someone Hope. Dealer's choice. I like naming like our super good Vestal Hope. It seems like a good name for a Vestal. I feel like the Vestal brings hope by keeping everyone alive in these dark times. I like that this redemption is having the desired result. If we get to town and then everyone's like, name things! So what do you say, Ditto? You like Jellyfish for our current jester? I'll have to figure out where I can go to get more deeds so I can upgrade my roster. Yeah, current one is just generic jester name. Jellyfish. That U is really calling to me for some reason. Jellyfish. Okay. Done. I think that covers them all for now, unless someone sneaks one in at the last second. I think I'm going to try that party. It's not a great looking party, but it's interesting. So, I need deeds. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. So I feel like I should go here and do this one. Okay. Anything else I want to do in town? Maybe. Blacksmith. Anyone in my party still need to be upgraded. Tito could probably use upgrades. Most of the people on my current team aren't eligible. There's one. I think I'm good on skills. Yeah, okay. So, here's where we're at. I think I'm gonna call the stream here for tonight, but tomorrow night, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, I think I'm gonna play some more Darkest Dungeon. Because you only get so much. You gotta fit in as much as you can, right? Clean X done quite expensively. I mean, you could do that. Arcadius also offers filthy acts at a reasonable price. That seems like, you know, like I could be persuaded for that. That's a good argument. But yeah, like as much as I'd love to keep playing forever, it's been like a super long day, so I want to try and get in some of my own de-stress at the tavern or whatever. But I think we had a pretty good start here. We only had one run that was in real jeopardy, and surprisingly it wasn't the one where we fought a boss. Was it? I don't think it was. My mind is mush now. Thanks, I've had Monkey Ridge. Thanks to all you guys for watching, and for people for spending channel points. Once I've asked the emote artist to make a suitable file size of the booty emote to turn it into the channel points icon. So I'm looking forward to that whenever I get that back from her. As soon as I get that, I'm going to upload it, and that'll be online, and then I will rename the channel points. But for now, yeah, hopefully I remember 2 things tomorrow. To name this guy Bird Boy Bob. Wait, can I do it from here? Aw, oh, sick! I can do it from here. Thought I'd have to wait for him to get out of the tavern. Now I only have to remember one thing, which is that I need deeds. Good luck to me remembering that. I think this was 2 words, right? I'll check this in a second. 2 words, alright. Great. So, let's save that. Remember deeds, and otherwise, I think we're all set to embark on our next adventure. And I'm so bad at managing my my heirlooms. I have so many busts, it's absurd. It's absurd how many busts I have. Okay, but that's it for the game tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, I really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Some of you helping to remind me what some of these things do, because it's been like... It's been like... God, how long has it been since I played this? Like, maybe almost like 2 years or something? It's been a while, even though I used to stream it all the time. We'll pick up tomorrow, play some more, figure out if we want to keep doing that for a while in the future. Sounds fun to me. I don't know what you guys think. Keep in mind that somewhere hidden here on this couch is a secret Squirtle, hence the emote in chat. At this point, I don't really have any way to reward anyone other than the pride of figuring out where the secret Squirtle is, but I will reveal it at the end of tomorrow's stream. So think about that. Think about some names tomorrow as we hopefully expand our hero roster, and I don't know if we'll lose anyone. We'll see how that goes. But I think that does it for the stream. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Stagecoach Gamer signing off for some Darkest Dungeon.